Good morning, guys. Today we are going to discuss about Python data structures. So one of the data structure is vector. So first let us see how to create a vector. So here for creating vector we have the function called C. So U is the variable where I am going to store the vector. C is the function which is used to create the vector C of red, yellow, blue. That is three elements I have added in the vector. That is three red, yellow, blue. Suppose if I want to create the sequence of numbers from 1 to 5 in the vector, then directly we can give by providing the colon between the numbers. V tends to 1 colon 5, which means that the sequence of numbers from 1 to 5 will be created and will be stored in the vector called V. And then we can find the sum of those all elements. So by using the sum function, sum of V. Then we can print the result using the print statement. Similarly, another vector is been created here, vector of length equal to 3. So that vector will be created with the length of 3. Then next data structure is array. The syntax for creating the array is array name tends to array of data, which is what data we are going to add in the array, and then we need to create the dimensions. So how many rows we are going to add in the array, as well as how many columns we are going to add in the array, and then number of matrices, and if you wanted to give the name of the dimension, then we can give. So these all are the elements of the array. Array and matrices. So here two vectors I am creating, and from the two vectors I am creating the array. Vector 1 and vector 2 first I am creating. So vector 1 tends to C of 593, which means that vector 1 will have the elements of 593, and next I am creating the vector 2, that is which consists of 6 elements, C of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now what I am going to do, these two vectors I am going to give as input to the array. So here the array name is array1. Array1 tends to array of C of those two vectors I am giving inside this vectors for creating the array. So dimension equal to C of 3, 3, 2, which means that 3 rows, 3 columns, 2 matrices. And then syntax for creating the matrix is matrix of data, n row, n column, by row, dimension name. These are the attributes of matrix. Data is the input vector which I am going to give to the matrix. N row is the number of rows to be created. N column is the number of columns to be created. By row is the logical value. If it is true, then the input vector elements are arranged by row, else by column. Dimension name is the names assigned to the rows and columns. These are the examples of the matrices. And similarly, we can create the another element of the another element called data frame. So it's a table or two-dimensional array like structure in which each column contains values of one variable and each row contains one set of values from each column. So let's see the characteristics of a data frame. The column name should be non-empty. The row name should be unique. The data stored in the data frame can be of numeric, factor, or any character type, and each column should contain the same number of data items. So here first in this example what we are doing, first we are reading the data using read.csv function, and then we are what is dot data frame, we are checking whether it's a data frame or not. Similarly we can check it's a vector or factor also. The next data structure is list. It's an object which contains elements of different types like numbers, strings, vector, and another list also you can have inside the list. List can also contain matrix or function as its elements. list is created by using create a list function. So this is the example for creating the list. List data tends to list of red, green. So two that is strings value I have given, and one vector is created inside the list. Similarly, that true value is given and then numerical value is given. So combinedly with all data types, the list has been created here, and then I am printing the list. This is the output of the list. Thank you guys.